Let's make a juniper berry syrup for your next latte. So we're going to start with 350 milliliters of water. You can scale this up or down to whatever you want it to be. And then it's honestly really simple. We're just going to add juniper berries to this. I was able to find juniper berries at a local market here in my city. If you're not, I'm sure you can probably order them online. This is about as much as I got from a local market, so it's probably maybe a quarter cup, and we're just gonna drop it into our water and let that simmer for a little bit. We're also gonna add a pinch of salt because every simple syrup needs salt. All we're gonna do is we're gonna let this come to a boil. It already smells so woodsy and piney, with a hint of berry in the back end. I know this is a popular latte at Starbucks. This is gonna be way cheaper than Starbucks, and you can make it at home, and it's gonna taste just as good, if not better. But I've never had the one from Starbucks. And I don't know if I've ever had a juniper berry, but they smell delicious. It smells like I'm walking through a nice wintry pine forest on the way to get a Christmas tree and cut down a Christmas tree. And I'll just stop selling this to you right there. Although it's actually really tempting to go grab a couple of pine needles. But since I've never made the syrup, we're just gonna do the juniper berries. I do think you could experiment with this and add a couple of other things. A touch of vanilla. I'm not going to do that. I don't think I want to go that route with this one. You could maybe go rosemary. That's going to add to the kind of savory wood piney vibe. But either way, I'm just going to keep this straight juniper berry. And we're going to simmer this for 10, I'm going to say honestly a little bit closer to 15 minutes to really extract that flavor. I'll let that go and I'll see you in a little bit. This mixture's been sitting for about 15 minutes. I'm going to add in sugar. Now stir to dissolve. You could also throw in a citrus peel in here too. That might bring out some of these citrusy notes that are already in there. But we're going to keep this straight here and strain this into a jar. Kind of hard to tell what color this is. I'm curious. Okay, just not any exciting color at all. I think you could even probably give these a little bit of a squeeze, a little bit more of those oils out of there, but I don't think you necessarily need to do that. And there's our juniper berry latte. Since I've never tried this before, I'm gonna throw this in a latte and try this out. All right, let's get our espresso brewing. I'm pulling a shot of our Junko blend. It's our winter blend. So it's our Guatemala and Sumatra and a smidge of our Shaiso. It is delicious, and it's kind of got this florally, woodsy spice notes to it. So it's going to pair very well with this juniper syrup. While this espresso is brewing, I'm going to ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate you watching. It really means the world. And we're going to continue to be making these coffee videos, trying to help you make delicious coffee at home, to skip the line at Starbucks and save a ton of money and make delicious coffee. I think I'm actually going to make this as a cortado. So that means we only need 4 ounces of milk. I think this is going to help the syrup shine a bit better than a 10-ounce latte. And then it gives us something a little bit different on our one tier menu, which we are creating right here on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to see that. All right. Let's not forget to add our syrup to the espresso. We're going to do 3/4 ounce. Normally I do an ounce in lattes. I think that's going to be a good medium in a cortado to not be overly sweet, but still have a good punch of flavor. Let me try the syrup first, actually. Interesting. I feel like the flavor's not going to be overly strong, but we will see it here in a second. Yeah, we're not getting latte art. Terrible foam. Anyways, this is a juniper syrup cortado. Or did I make a cappuccino? I did. I made a cappuccino. I'm stupid. Well, juniper syrup cappuccino. Let's try this. I think this will be good, though. It's not too sweet, so that's good. I'm just trying to find the juniper, and I'm not finding it, so I was right with my concerns. Like, you can get a hint of it in the back end, but I wanted that juniper flavor to be a little bit stronger. I mean, it's still good. I'm still going to drink it and enjoy it, but it's not overly juniper forward, which is surprising because, you know, judging by the color, it feels like it's steeped enough of that juniper berry flavor. So I think what I would do differently when making this juniper berry syrup is to double the amount of juniper berries. I don't think I had enough in there. I think you need way more than you think. They're just probably not a super strong aromatic flavor. So I think you need a ton in there. Honestly, I think that's it. I think that would have made the syrup perfect. I just didn't buy enough. or should have made less, either way. Our milk didn't curdle though, which that's good. I was a little worried with the berry it would curdle. Overall, I wouldn't say this is a fail, but I don't think we quite hit that mark. And I don't think I'm going to film the rest of it for our winter menu. It's because I don't think it would make it anyways. And I don't want to go back to the store and buy more juniper berries. But maybe next year we'll come back to this one and try again. I think I'm more interested in experimenting with a pine needle latte. But anyways, I digress. I'm going to go drink this.